So do you think that it actually makes perfect sense that the stock market is hitting record high after record high at the same time that gold is hitting record high after record high?
Yes, yes. It's very much like the early 70s, and then the question, because what do you put your money in?
桥水基金创始人 Ray Dalio 表示，当前美股和黄金同时创下历史新高的现象与1970年代初期高度相似。美国巨额债务使美元难以有效储存财富，推动投资者转向更硬的替代货币。
I've been trading markets since I was a kid, and between my college year and going to graduate school in the summer of August 1971, I was clerking on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, and I followed markets. And on Sunday night, Paul Volcker and then President Nixon, delivered the message that you're not going to get your money. Gold was money then, so we viewed things differently. You know, like money, fiat money as we think about it today, was like checks in a checkbook so that you can go get your gold. And we looked at things through a gold lens. I walked on the floor of the stock exchange. I thought, this is a big crisis because you're not going to get your money. People are not. And the stock market, I thought it was going to go down a lot. Stock market went up a lot. And I went and I studied history. That's, by the way, why I study history. So I studied history, and I found out the exact same thing happened in March 1933 with Roosevelt getting on the radio and doing the exact same thing. In other words, devaluing money, okay? In other words, so when we're looking at the world now, we look at it through our currency lens. You know, we think things go up or down when we're measuring it in our currency. But in reality, the currency goes up and down. And so as we start to think about that, okay, think about what's happening. Yes, it's a currency, it's an alternative currency, it's not a fiat currency.
So do you think that it actually makes perfect sense that the stock market is hitting record high after record high at the same time that gold is hitting record high after record high?
Yes, yes. It's very much like the early 70s, and then the question, because what do you put your money in? Okay, of course the stock market has, we can't speak about the stock market as a whole, of course, because the stock market is so bifurcated, you know, and the world stock markets are so bifurcated. But yes, that is the dynamic. It depreciates the value of money, and then it costs, because everybody, it's all about a storehold of wealth. What is your storehold of wealth? What's it going to be?